Hello Aries, my name is Tanya and I'm going to be doing a month ahead reading for you for the month of February. I'll be pulling some tarot cards and an oracle card at the end. So let's see what February has in store for all the Aries out there. This is going to cover Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, and just for fun, because it's February, Venus. So let's see what we have for all those Aries out there. Let's go. Okay, starting off with the Lovers. Then we have the Three of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Page of Cups. So, there's definitely a emotional or intuitive component to this month for you. We're going to have to push past a certain difficulty, or you're going to be challenged anyway when it comes to your emotions. And you may need to use logic in order to pull out of whatever this situation is that comes up. But let's get into each card and see what they individually have to say for you. We're starting off here with the Lovers. This is a major arcana card. This is a card not always about a romantic relationship. It's about commitment, that connection to another person. How committed are you to this relationship? This could be a business relationship, it could be a romantic relationship, it could be a friendship. But there is some key partnership that is being impacted here in February, especially at the beginning of February. How committed are you? How committed are they? This might even be setting up a renewal of the vows. Perhaps you're redoing a contract if it has to do with business. Perhaps you're celebrating a friendiversary. Or committing to a retreat or a vacation with a very small group of select friends. Or your significant other too. But there is a shift here in that relationship. A renewed sense of commitment, a renewal of vows, a renewal of a contract. You want to make sure you're really committed and all in on this before you sign those papers, before you take that step. So give it some serious thought and don't do it impulsively. Really think about it and consider the impacts and what the future might look like if you do sign on the dotted line. And then we have the Three of Wands. This is a card of expectation. You've put your order in and now you're just waiting for the packages to arrive. You're standing on the edge there, observing and watching the road, waiting for the mailman to come, if you will. This is a sense of manifesting, right? You've put your plan out there. You have put your wish out there for the universe. And now all you can do is wait. So this could be a sense of impatience, but it's more about anticipation of what's to come. And really looking forward to the reaction to it for some reason. So this could be a big gift that you've purchased for someone else. And one, you can't wait for it to get to you, and you can't wait to give it, to see their reaction, their joy when they receive it. Okay, I like that. And this is something that it has to do stirring up of passions, of creativity too. This could be the culmination or the final piece or artifact that you need for a piece of art. It could be that your artwork is coming back from the framer, if you will, and you get to see the full final product. But there is that sense of excitement and anticipation of what's coming here. The Five of Cups. Fives in general are a challenge. A time where you are confronted, or you feel confronted anyway, about some emotional hits or triggers or stress memories from the past. It's not something you can change. You can't go back and fix things. But this might be keep coming up for you. It might be something that keeps coming up and you keep thinking about it. You think you're over it and then there it is again, like a bad penny. This is a card about pushing past that, about releasing the attachment to those memories, to those feelings, to that experience. To disconnect your emotions from it so you can focus on what you have before you now, what you have in hand now. These are all gone up in the air, spilled. You have 2 full cups here available to you, offered to you, but you keep focusing on what you don't have, and it's time to turn your focus to what you do have. And that could have a lot to do with this recommitment here and really making sure that you are letting go of whatever this hurt was from the past so that you can truly and fully recommit here or commit here. Then we have the Queen of Swords. Swords are an air element. This is about our thoughts, communication. Queens are generally a nurturing influence or person. They're also a boss, in control. And a lot of times, the Queen of Swords may be looked at as someone who has a sense of sadness or melancholy. But they put a lot of focus on the facts, the logic, and less about their emotions. So they may have this sense of feeling empty, even in some cases. And the way that they process the way that they work through that is through logic and facts. And what do they see before them? What is right there where they are now? Focusing on the present moment and the cold, hard facts of every situation. They can seem distant in that way because they don't leverage their emotions in these situations. Just the facts, ma'am. They just want to observe and write it down, document. That's the word that wants to come through. Document their experiences. So there may be a bit of journaling involved in here as you're releasing this situation. And ask that you look at it from an impersonal standpoint and try to remove the emotional attachment for it. So if you can look at the situation from the viewpoint of a bystander or someone who has no idea what's going on, write about that. Find a way to experience it or observe it, if you will, from a different perspective, and that might help you detach from this. Give it less impact on your current way of life so that you can move forward. This may also be someone that you can seek advice from that's around you. It could be a Virgo, a Gemini, a Capricorn, or an Aquarius. Somebody who sees the big picture, somebody who's more grounded. This could also be about some financial advice. There's a little bit of a financial aspect to it for some of you. And this could be a good person to talk to about that. It could also be a good person to talk to if you're considering starting your own business or changing your career. They're going to grill you on it and really make you think about it, which can be very, very helpful. And then we come to the Page of Cups. It's a young energy. It's a fresh energy. It can be a breath of fresh air or a hot mess. This is somebody who, or the energy is a young person, an emotional person, somebody who's intuitive, but they're kind of all over the place. They may be very creative, or they may have some wild ideas and thoughts, very imaginative. But that's part of it, is because they don't know yet how to control all these emotions and thoughts that come in. They're just going with their pure emotional flow, like a young child who may have a tantrum when they can't get their way, right? They respond. They're in the moment, but they do learn as they respond. It does not work always, or it does not always work out the way that they think it will. They could try to manipulate situations or try to control by manipulating, but they're not very good at it because they're still young, they're still fresh in that area, and they're still learning what works for them, what is the right way for them to process these emotions as they're moving forward. So this is a new level of commitment for you over here, which makes things feel fresh and brand new for you. Especially if you can move past this, because now you're in the relationship without the baggage. If you can clear that out, now you're in the relationship without the baggage, which is a new experience for you, a new level of trust for you. And that can be very exciting and something to look forward to and something to embrace, that newness, that fresh start that you have. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. The High Priestess. I love that card for you. This goes back very much into your intuition and strengthening that part. The High Priestess is the second card in the Major Arcana. She has very in tune with the moon, with her intuition, and is able to harness that when making decisions, when looking at situations, people, etc. So the key here, or what they're telling you here, is that you can trust yourself. You can trust your intuition. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Trust your intuition. Or if you're starting to doubt a little bit, take some time to meditate on it. And you can even use your body to determine, is your body pushing forward or into an idea, or is it pushing back from an idea? Play with that even a bit and see what works right for you, or what works for you and what doesn't. It's kind of like leveraging your body as the pendulum to help you make those decisions, but you need to be in tune with it, which is where meditation can come in, that focused, intentional energy. Okay, let's see what we have for an oracle card for Aries. Star Ancestors. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. That's what you can do with the High Priestess here. And when recovering from this. So it could have been some secrets from the past, maybe that popped up again and triggered you. And something where you just need to dive in deeper for yourself and understand that you couldn't have done anything different and that time and place in that specific situation, whatever it is that keeps coming up for you. What happened was meant to happen, and you are meant to heal from it. This could even be something that you have been trying to avoid or ignore and tried to avoid acknowledging, but with your commitment here and the challenge from your partner, really to honestly look into why you might be holding back in certain areas, can cause you to dig deeper, to look deeper into yourself, into the situation that happened, maybe with this fresh mind and a logical approach to it. And trust your own intuition here. Trust that what you felt, maybe even in the time, was correct, even if you acted the opposite of how you felt back then. You acted in the way you knew how to at that time. And it's time to let that go. Recognize it was a point of growth for you and set yourself free from that moment in time. And commit to now. That's what I have for you, Aries. Please hit that like button and please hit subscribe to help me grow my channel. And thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you later.